Hey, so this is a bit different for me. I am doing a voiceover instead of live commentary. So this is my first time doing the RE4 Randomizer for the original. And so I just enabled all the guns, and as you can see, I got the infinite rocket launcher. Well, like, I wasn't all for it. You can see right here, I'm trying to, like, one, get rid of the stats on the top left of my screen, and the bottom left. I didn't like them. So, I take a while to go ahead and get rid of this. Eventually, I get over it, and just start actually playing the game. I do check it a couple more times throughout, but I can't stand it, but I get used to it later on. So here, I thought my game crashed. Secondly, I was really freaked out that Mendez was still here. I didn't understand it. This is where I learned that Mendez will just stand in one place. And you can see I am just not very smart. I don't know why I thought I could just shoot right through the glass with a rocket launcher. Been playing too much Call of Duty here recently, apparently. I keep pressing the wrong buttons, and like you'll see over and over again, I keep checking my map. You'll also see a lot of times where I end up just like doing the absolute wrong thing, or sometimes even like trying to do things that like you could do in the remaster that you can't do in the original. Also, if you don't have to watch too closely, you can see it pretty clearly sometimes. I will just start lagging. I don't know, I don't understand why, like right here. I don't understand why I'm getting so much stuttering. I put the patch in that I was told to put in, but I mean, leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments of what I could do. I'm sure you guys know a lot more than I do. I'm still relatively new to playing on PC, and very new to playing Resident Evil on PC. And I've just heard that there's a lot of things with the older games where you have to do certain patches and stuff like that. Like even on Resident Evil 2, my game just doesn't really go above 10 FPS. And like I have a i7-12700KF and a 3060 Ti and 32 gigabytes of RAM. Not that y'all care about that, but I'm just like, I shouldn't be lagging, but maybe, you know, equipment's too new. For village here, it wasn't a rough village. Obviously, I've seen a lot worse villages. I've seen people round that corner and there'd be like, you know, 8 Krausers or a bunch of Verdugos just sitting there. Just like, these guys weren't too bad, but they hit like a truck. I'm not sure if I get hit in this clip or if it's a different time of me playing this. And spoiler alert, I don't stick with this seed for very long. This video was maybe about 35 minutes of recording. It was just my first introduction to playing the randomizer. So I just wanted to get a taste for it and later on go with an actual new seed. There are several times where, like that, I'll end up shooting someone's rocket. I've never done that in this game. I've never shot someone else's rocket with my rocket. Now, I was never someone to use the infinite rocket launcher, except for like when I was like younger and I unlocked it after playing separate ways. But I typically just use the... No. You didn't get the rocket launcher from separate ways. You got it from beating it in under a certain time? Right? I can't remember. But either way, I didn't use it too much. I always liked Chicago Typewriter a lot more. I thought it was more fun to use than just blowing everything up. Then obviously getting the PRL after beating on Professional. But here I just go through, I loot the village. Nothing too special. Other than, you know, just normal basic equipment. Though I forgot to mention, you can already see I did start with the broken butterfly as well. I think I had some other small things. I think I had like a golden egg or something. It doesn't really matter. You probably saw it earlier. But I was excited, obviously, to come in with the broken butterfly. Because, I mean, I never really use the Magnum. I was always one of those people that was too scared to use my ammo in case I needed it, and then I would never need it. Right here, I save because I am mortally terrified of the game crashing. Now, I didn't do the multiplier of enemies. I wasn't sure exactly how to. Like, on Randomizer, it's just an option you can... Well, there's a couple different options you can select to increase the amount of enemies. So I was just, like, trying to look for that on this, but I didn't really see it, but I could have just overlooked it. Oh, there's another Mendez. I keep calling him Menendez. So if you hear me call Chief Menendez, just know I don't realize it until much later, but I kept calling him it. But it was right about here where I started, like, kind of realizing just how boring this kind of was, rolling around with the rocket launcher. I think I go through till, like, right after your first encounter inside the El Gigante room where there's a bunch of crows. I stopped there because I just wasn't having fun using the rocket launcher. Like, it's fun for a little bit to see the new enemies running around and just being able to kill everything in one shot. But it's not a challenge, and I much prefer having a challenge as opposed to just having fun killing the same thing over and over again. Call me crazy. Getting through the rest of this chapter was, as you'd imagine, it's just easy. Nothing really got in my way. I got through here, got Luis. No big issue. I don't even think I've really been touched this entire time, other than the rocket in the window. So coming up is my first interaction with the randomized merchant. I, again, didn't really get too much good from him either. As you can see, like, there's a tactical vest, there's hand grenades, and the handgun, and the base shotgun, but nothing really good.
What are you selling?
I don't think there was a case upgrade. But I just go in, sell what I could. I was thinking about getting something, but I don't think I actually bought anything.
What are you selling?
Oh, I forgot. I sold my... No, I didn't sell the broken butterfly. I don't know what I'm doing here. I think I'm just trying to decide what I want to do for way too long.
Is that all? Thank you.
I feel like at some point I sold the broken butterfly, and I don't know why. just watching my movements back. It's been so long since I like actually played Resident Evil 4, or at least the original version, that they all look so stiff as if I've never touched the game before. And I nearly crapped my pants here, by the way. Like, didn't hear the chains rattling. Normally you can hear a Garrador in the next little area over. Didn't hear anything. I had a heart attack. I was just sitting here for a second trying to recover. Skipping a little bit forward now. There was nothing else that really happened other than just crapping my pants over that Garrador. I ended up obviously killing him. I come in here just getting absolutely just mobbed. Again, not knowing how to use the controls anymore, forgetting everything. Not even managing my inventory correctly like I should be. What's kind of funny is, I wouldn't even say it's funny, it's ironic. In the next seed that I played of this, I got the Chicago typewriter. And I was telling myself, if I get another unlimited weapon, I'm going to restart. And the first thing I see is having that Chicago typewriter in my hands. I wasn't annoyed because it's a lot easier to generate seeds for the OG. But it's just like, I don't know the words. I just sighed and then quit out of the game. Just depression. So, I'm going to be obviously unselecting those guns from the rotation. Skipping forward just a little bit more. I'm back in the village again, obviously. Nothing else really happened between here and the last point that you saw. There were just a bunch of the robed Ganados, or cultists, I don't know what their official name is. But almost dying here twice. Wasn't having a good time. kept examining the same key over and over and over again because I'm just not being patient with my button presses. Not even just that, I'm not just stopping holding my left analog stick. I'm trying to run while I'm in a menu and it just never works. I'm just gonna fast forward through the rest of this. There's not too much that happened really. As you can see, just there wasn't much of a difference in what I got from the trader. I honestly don't think his inventory really changed at all. But run up here, just still basic Ganados, nothing crazy. Just blow everything up. Shot the bell for, you know, giggles. Don't even get the cat's eye. As you can tell, I wasn't even trying. I already knew I wasn't going to be sticking around in this seed. For some reason, go for the blue medallions. In the next round over, I get the 2 medallions. Oh, notice here, I got Ashley out of that box. I don't know if that's just a normal occurrence or not, but yeah. Anyway, after this U3, I end up just not killing after shooting several times with a rocket. I run down here, I go ahead and finish up everything I was going to do, look at the trader one more time, and then just get off. Anyway, I will be making more. Just like, subscribe, all that stuff to catch the next episode that comes out. I'll be doing a better randomizer next time.